and welcome to the start of your Monday evening live on The One Show with Angelica Bell
and Alex Jones. And to kick off the week, we've got a fantastic show with some heartwarming surprises, an Olympic legend, and not one but two Hollywood stars.
Yes, we will be joined by Jason Bateman and Ginnifer Goodwin, who are the voices behind one of the highest grossing animated movies of all time, the Oscar-winning family favourite Zootropolis.
And almost a decade later, the pair have reunited as the lovable detective duo Hops and Wild for Zootropolis 2, and they're going to be telling us all about it.
Plus, we'll be joined by Britain's most successful gymnast, a three-time Olympic champion who gave us moments like this.
Great Britain's first Olympic champion in gymnastics, victorious in Rio.
Yes, Max Whitlock will be here to share what life has been like after retiring from the sport, and he has got an exclusive announcement. All will be revealed very soon.
Yes, it's going to be exciting. And speaking of big announcements, this week we'll be revealing the winners of the National Teaching Awards, which is all about celebrating some of the extraordinary people who work in education.
Yes, every day this week we will be shining a light on some of this year's worthy winners. And tonight, with the help of radio presenter Jamie Theakston, we'll be surprising the Teaching Assistant of the Year. Plus, gladiator Shelley McCoy, aka Sabre, will be revealing Teacher of the Year in a primary school. The winners' reactions are so lovely. Yeah. You honestly don't want to miss that.
So there's lots coming up, but we begin with the subject of addiction. Today is the start of Addiction Awareness Week, and the Princess of Wales has urged people to offer empathy and support to those dependent on alcohol, drugs or gambling.
So tonight we are focusing on the growing number of women who have a gambling problem. Sarah Green has been to see what help is out there for those in need.
Slot machines, bingo and casinos promise big cash rewards. The thrill of quick, easy cash can be intoxicating. Historically, men made up the majority of gamblers in the UK. But with the rise in online gambling, that's changing with more women getting involved.
But with the recent change to the government legislation regarding gambling, what help is there for people who struggle with gambling addiction?
High street adult gaming centres have seen profits rise by 11% to £623 million, according to Gambling Commission data. For women like Angie, the excitement that betting brings can start at an early age.
Well, my experiences started when I was about 9. My father took me up to see a slot arcade. He would go and sit in the pub and the bookies was next door. And he would give me a handful of pennies as well, just to go and amuse myself.
What's happened over the intervening years?
When online gambling became available, it was something that I could sit and do at home. It started on the computer and then I got divorced. It was like a numbing. You just sat there and watched the reels spinning. I'd got to a point where it was out of control.
Angie sought help here in Wolverhampton. The charity Gordon Moody opened the UK's first residential treatment centre for women after seeing applications more than double. The women who stay here can access a range of therapies to support their recovery.
What we're going to do today is we're going to draw two hands on your piece of paper. The idea is we're going to be working through what we were holding in our hands when we were gambling, and then the second hand is what we want to be holding in our hands in the future.
Dr. Rosalind Baker-Frampton is the Rehab Centre's research lead.
Why is it necessary to have a female-only treatment centre?
Often women start gambling in a harmful way to cope with other things in their life that they're finding really tricky. They might be up 5 times a night with the baby, or they're looking after ageing or unwell parents, and then they're scrolling through their phone and they start gambling.
Previously, organisations like this one have been funded by donations from gambling operators and distributed by the charity Gamble Aware. But changes to legislation mean that support for treatment providers is under review, so funding isn't guaranteed.
It was required of every operator in Britain to hand over donations every year for research, education and treatment. Gamble Aware will close down, and it now becomes a function of government to take this money and then provide a way of distributing it. The NHS will have control of half of the total amount of money raised. Charities fear if the money becomes scarcer in the future, gambling clinics, which have been the traditional providers, will start to feel a big squeeze.
A government spokesperson told us it was committed to reducing gambling-related harms and protecting those at risk. It's now taking money directly from the gambling companies themselves to ensure sustainable funding for prevention and research. For many women like Kat, having the right support is crucial.
At what point did you feel it tipping into an addiction?
It was affecting my mental health, my physical health, my trust with my family. Gambling had really taken over everything at that point. The borrowing and the stealing and the manipulating were becoming more and more apparent, to the point where, okay, yeah, this is an issue, what we're going to do about this.
The catch-up session Kat and Angie are attending at the centre is coming to an end. I'm curious to know where they think they'd be without specialist treatment and ongoing support.
I hate to think where I would be, because the treatment was so invaluable.
From what I've seen today, there's a real positive difference being made here in Wolverhampton. Let's hope that whatever changes are made to the gambling industry, there's a positive outcome for the people directly affected by it.
Thank you to Angie and Kat for sharing their stories. And if you've been affected by addiction, details of help and support are available at bbc.co.uk/actionline, or you could call for free at any time to hear recorded information on 08000 155 947.
Coming up, we'll be launching this year's National Teaching Awards by revealing 2 deserving winners with the help of radio presenter Jamie Theakston and gladiator Shelley McCoy, also known as Sabre.
But time now to introduce tonight's first guests. Please welcome the stars of Zootropolis 2, Ginnifer Goodwin and Jason Bateman.
You have done this before, right?
It's my first day.
A few times.
Waiting for a mistake there. Never came.
Oh, they'll come now, Jason. Zootropolis 2, this is great news.
Yes.
I mean, we all loved the first one, and this one again has got a great cast. You had the UK premiere yesterday. Was it nice to get everybody back together for the film?
It was, right?
It was nice to see everybody, because some actors we hadn't even met until we started doing press.
Yeah, you know, the way they do this is you record individually. We don't record together, so you don't know who's playing what part and
don't they tell you
what the film is about until you see it when you're at the premiere.
Because it's quite isolated, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. They do so much after we're done. You know, the talking happens first, then the drawing happens months later. And the script is constantly changing in between all of that. So you're really kind of performing blindfolded.
Superb. So you had a great time at the premiere. Back in 2016, Zootropolis became one of the biggest animated movies of all time. It won an Oscar in the process, and Jennifer and Jason's much-loved characters, Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde, the unlikely police officers who tackle crimes in their animal city, have reunited for a brand new adventure. Let's take a look.
Come on, get on up.
Let me ask you something. Do you think we're a good team?
Of course. Into a zoo. I just wish I knew what we had to do to prove it to everyone else. We check the perimeter, snoop a little, we find nothing, we bail.
No snake has set foot in Zootropolis in forever.
Keep the music playing.
There's a snake!
Stop in the name of the law! Snakes aren't the bad guys. A zoo.
Now, I've given a little synopsis already, but Jennifer, you play Bunny.
Yes.
Of Judy.
Yes.
Who comes from the country, wants to be a big city cop, fulfills her dreams, and meets this wily fox called Nick, played by you, Jason. Okay, and then all of a sudden you're partners in crime, and in this new adventure, it's the same, but there's a snake involved, isn't there?
Yes,
Tell us a bit more.
A snake has appeared in Zootropolis for the first time in 100 years, and he has stolen a historic artifact. And so we are trying to solve the crime, find out why he's taken what he has taken. We feel that he has a story that deserves to be heard. And yet I wouldn't say that that's what the movie is about. I feel like the crime that we're solving is the setting. Yeah. I think it's really about the relationships between all of the characters. It's about their learning to value each other's differences and come together as better people/animals in order to be better partners.
Yes, lots of good themes in there.
The caveman, I mean, like that is like the sort of the female perspective of it all, and then like
what is your perspective?
For us dum-dums, it's like, you know, all the guys that are like, oh, there's a bunch of chases, and there's like, you know, there's some stunts, and there's some
it's very funny.
and it's very funny, and yeah, there's a little bit of something for everyone in this thing, for every age group, for males, females, you know, moms, dads, you know, they know what they're doing over there at Disney.
Yeah. Was it nice to come back to this character for you, Jason?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, they came to us because we've created these two characters. Like, who's most similar to those characters that's already alive? And so we don't have to stretch that much to step into these characters, fortunately. And we sound a lot like them.
We both tried to do voices early on, and they were like, if we wanted those actors, we would have hired those actors.
Yeah.
But it's interesting, we're talking about voice acting. You've both said in the past that it's so much harder than actually being in front of camera. Why is it challenging?
I mean, I think because we're never together. We have no idea what our scene partners have done. I mean, sometimes we don't even read a script, and the script is ever changing if you have read a script. But you are in a space of no set and no real context, and you're given a scene, and the scene might be perform it like you're going through this really emotional thing at this point on the journey. But now, what if we move that scene to another point on the journey? Maybe you're experiencing something incredibly different, and we're just kind of throwing out 400,000 different options.
And they figure out how to cook it all later. And plus, you know, when you're doing live action, you've got your face to be a partner to what your reading of the line is. So I can say, I love you, and I raise my eyebrows, and that will signal some sincerity.
Yeah.
Or I could try, I love you. Like,
and then you don't have any sincerity.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about it, right? But so we don't have the eyebrow choice when we're doing a thing. We just have, I love you, and it sounds the same. So you have to count on an animator 6 months later to decide whether that's going to be sincere or, you know. And so it's really a partnership with these animators at Disney, and you just cross your fingers. And fortunately for us, there's no risk involved with that because they're incredible at it.
And one of the things that people loved about the first film was the music. I mean, that Shakira hit went massive.
Yes.
And now this time...
This one
this
will
was better.
Yeah. Zoo, it's Zoo, right?
Yeah, I didn't think the first one was toppable. I think this one's better.
Yeah.
Shakira thinks this one's
better. And Ed Sheeran working on this one.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
He also has a cameo in the movie.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, there you are. That's an exclusive. Is it? I don't know. It is now. You can see Zootropolis 2 in cinemas from Friday the 28th of November. And still to come, Britain's most decorated gymnast ever, Max Whitlock, is here with a very special announcement. So do stay tuned for that.
And we've got even more surprises to come because all week we're going to be announcing some of the winners of this year's National Teaching Awards.
Yes, we're celebrating the brilliant people working in schools all over the UK. But before we reveal our first winner, here are some very familiar faces who've shared what having an inspirational teacher did for them.
I think it's imperative to celebrate teachers because they're helping form the future of tomorrow.
All teachers at some level open our minds, and they can open our confidence, and in that way I think they open the world to us.
They're kind of like your unofficial parents when you're not at home.
I had a teacher when I was 10. Her name was Mrs. Tun Shin. I had a terrible stammer, so she knew that I was getting bullied on the playground. She made me very confident, and she made me believe that what I had to say was important, even if it was coming out in a different way.
I had a really inspirational teacher when I was younger, Mr. Kersley, primary school. So he taught me discipline, he facilitated games and put teams in place so that I could be a part of them when they didn't exist at the schools.
Mr. Harrison, he was a lovely drama teacher. He would tell you what to do but show you. So cool. Really good actor, but also a great teacher.
Jerry Pantomime, my very first drama teacher, he just inspired us to be creative, and he was a wonderful man. So Jerry, I thank you very much from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, that's special. I love my teachers.
Yeah.
Did you?
I mean, and what a special one can make all the difference, as we've said so many times.
Well, it's time to reveal our first winner of the National Teaching Awards 2025, Teaching Assistant of the Year.
Teaching assistants, of course, provide a vital role in and out of the classroom, and this year's winner has been going above and beyond to support her school community. Jo Crowley went to Wolverhampton to surprise her with a little help from her favourite radio host.
In Dewsbury, West Yorkshire, Shagufta Mirza has been Carlton Junior and Infant School's teaching assistant for 25 years.
That was the best ride ever. Well done.
As well as providing support in class, she organises most of the assemblies and runs breakfast and after-school clubs. The parents here say she's indispensable.
She knows each and every child. She's like a bit of a mum of the school.
In many ways, Shagufta is the beating heart of this school, which is why she's been nominated Teaching Assistant of the Year at the National Teaching Awards. But she doesn't know she's won, and I'm here to surprise her with the news. Head teacher Rizwana Ahmed believes Shagufta has been key to the school's academic transformation.
When I first came to Carlton, it was an underperforming school. Now we are in the top 1% in the country for reading, writing and mathematics, and Shagufta is instrumental in teaching that core learning.
That's remarkable. I mean, that's a huge achievement, isn't it?
It certainly is. She has been my strength in the time that I've had to manage change in this school to get it to where it is now.
She thinks we're here making a film about you. How is she going to respond when she realises that's not the case?
I can't wait to see her reaction.
For former pupil turned pro fighter Fahim, her support packs a real punch.
I was a naughty kid.
Right.
But she used to know that I used to like boxing, so she used to make me do a bit of skipping, a lot of fitness work. I used to enjoy coming to school after that. She's still supporting me, coming to my fights.
Shagufta's commitment to the school knows no bounds, so we're turning the tables on her and organising an assembly where she's the star.
Now, this could be a bit tricky because it's Shagufta who normally organises the assemblies.
So while that's going on, we've enlisted one of her favourite radio hosts, Jamie Theakston, to help with the surprise. As the rest of the school heads to the hall, Deputy Head Emily has taken Shagufta to the staff room because there's a special radio show she really wants her to listen to.
Why you listen to her?
I always listen to her.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do now.
Hi, Jamie Theakston here.
She's clocked it's Jamie, but she's no idea it's about her.
A big shout out this morning to Carlton Junior and Infant School in West Yorkshire, especially the amazing teaching assistant, Queen of Assemblies. She's always busy teaching phonics or looking after breakfast club. I'm talking, of course, about you, Shagufta Mirza. Surprise! Close your mouth, it's not a good look. I need you to get yourself to the assembly hall now because I've got a bit of a surprise for you.
Shagufta makes her way to the hall where everyone, including her parents, is waiting.
Mrs. Mirza, we have heard that you are the Queen of Assemblies, but we have news for you because today's assembly is actually all about you. Have a look at the screen.
Hi Shagufta, it's Jamie. I've got something very important to tell you. You have just won Teaching Assistant of the Year at the National Teaching Awards.
I'm actually, to your surprise, really lost for words. I have no words left, so it's the first time for everything, I think.
Two of the pupils have composed special tributes for Shagufta to express how much the children love her.
You are so amazing. Thank you for everything you do for us, for all your hard work, kindness, and for always being there with your big heart.
Mrs. Mirza, here's our thank you, loud and clear, for all you've done throughout the year. You're simply the best. It's true. It's true Carlton wouldn't shine without you.
And it's down to Fahim to present her with the award.
Thank you. Thank you. this award is not just my award, it's your award, it's every single person in our team.
Thank you so much to Joe and Jamie for helping with that surprise, and a huge congratulations to Shagufta. Now, in a moment, we will be revealing the Teacher of the Year in a primary school with the help of Shelley McCoy, better known, of course, as Gladiator Sabre.
But time now to catch up with our next guest, who, since retiring from gymnastics after last year's Paris Olympics, has also been working in schools, passing his passion for the sport on to the next generation.
Please welcome Max Whitlock.
What is it like teaching the next generation of gymnasts?
Well, I think if it's rewarding. I think it feels amazing. We're giving back, and for me, giving back in a sport that gives me so much, gymnastics, so it feels amazing to be able to give back and help support teachers, support schools, get children more into gymnastics and into sport. So, yeah, it feels good.
And they must feel very lucky having you teach them of all the people.
Exactly.
Amazing.
Well, we've been teasing it all night. It's nearly time for Max to reveal some very exciting news. And before he shares this message with the world, he wanted to share it with us first.
Come on, Max. Up high, good twistings, fabulous landing.
But what a moment for Max Whitlock. With the pirouette, well, Max Whitlock!
I feel very grateful to be a gymnast. I feel like very, very fortunate to have done a sport that I've loved from 7 years old. I said Paris will be my last ever competition, but something's just not sitting right.
So, Max, you are here to reveal to us all that...
I'm back.
Hey.
I'm back. Now, it feels unbelievable. I've been tipping into training, I've been doing a little bit, but yeah, I'm officially back. I'm a gymnast again.
That's
and
great.
just that feeling feels crazy.
Is it good just to get it out there? Just
Oh,
to say
do you know how long I've been waiting to just say this, and I can talk about it now. It feels good to get off my chest, but now I'm, full steam ahead and heading for what my targets are.
Now, some of us are wondering what made you change your mind?
To be really honest, I think Paris was my last one, and I said that was going to be my last Olympics, and I came fourth with a small hiccup in a routine, and it almost feels like I'd done what I said, I'd stop after that one, and I fully retired, but something was just kind of itching away at me constantly. It has been for the last year. It just doesn't sit right. It feels unfinished. It feels like incomplete. So I feel like I've got an opportunity in front of me, and I'll never get this opportunity again. So I'm going back in a 3-year stint. I want to make it to my 5th Olympic Games, and I know it's kind of a dangerous game to play, but I want to finish it on a high. I want to kind of rewrite the end of my career, and I have an opportunity to.
And it's interesting you say it's a dangerous game to play because, we know you're going to be amazing. Loads of people we want you to do well, but it is that gamble, isn't it? Just going there and not knowing. It's out of your control in a way.
Yeah, obviously to a certain extent, but I think I would rather take the risk of trying that and having that opportunity and grabbing it with both hands of another shot at another Olympic Games and going for it rather than not taking the risk, because I think that's something that you fast forward 10, 15 years time, I'll look back and I think that's something I'll regret.
Right.
I feel like I can do more in the sport. I've been going back in now, and I really want to push it further than I have done before, and I want to kind of go in with a bang and see what I can do.
So the regret outweighs the risks.
100%.
Yeah.
And
100%.
the lovely thing is, Max, look at the excitement in your eyes. I know, isn't that nice? Like your eyes are like sparkling. But the thing is, okay, so the LA Olympics is 2028, isn't it? We're all, we're all getting older, sadly.
Yeah.
But is it going to be a huge undertaking? Because of course, going back in and then having to really retrain and eating all the right stuff and all, and it's a lot of stress on your body, isn't it?
It's actually really hard. So I had like a year out completely, and I've come back in. I've tried to go in slowly. There was the other week, I picked up an injury. I wasn't even doing anything on the pommel horse, but I was sitting next to the pommel horse, and I looked at my phone, and I looked up, and my neck had gone. Like I'd cricked my neck. And if it's happening from that, then who knows what's to come.
But every time I put on my socks.
Oh my goodness.
So we'll see, but I think it's part of it. It's part of it.
Do you know who the oldest gymnast has been? Olympic gymnast has been?
It's older. It's a lot older than me, so
Okay,
I've got
good.
time. I think it's about 40-ish.
Yeah.
So in LA, it'll be I'll be 35.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I mean, it's still pushing
Just
it.
a young chicken.
Max, it's fine. But you're hoping that you can get a move named after you. Now, this is a thing, apparently, right?
Oh,
So
yeah.
you want the Whitlock.
Yeah.
Let's just have a look at what you're hoping to... You can talk us through this. What are you hoping to achieve? Oh,
Okay, so this is the airflow. So that move there is a flighted element. So I used to do it on the floor a lot, and I was kind of known for it a bit on the floor. But if I can move that onto the pommel horse, it will kind of... It'll be a bit revolutionary in the world of pommel.
So it's that spring bit?
It's the bit where I fly off one hand to the other. So it's a lot harder because I'm on not just a nice flat surface, I'll be on a pommel horse. So yeah, there's a massive risk factor, but if I get it, I've been wanting to get my name in the Code of Points, which is a gymnastics skills book, for a long time.
You can do it.
Hopefully this will be my time to do it.
I'll
try.
Max, we are wishing you all the luck in the world. This is great news, and we're all, of course, behind you. We'll talk to you before the Olympics.
I appreciate that.
OK, time now to announce our second National Teaching Award winner of the night, Teacher of the Year in a primary school. And we called on another impressive athlete to help with the surprise. Gladiator ready.
Today, I'm here to surprise Gosha Watts. Let's find out what makes her so special.
She cares deeply about all of the children and has done in the 8 years she's been here. She's prepared to go above and beyond. One of our pupils really wanted to be a paramedic in the future. She spent her own time ringing around as many different paramedic services that we could find to ultimately get them here to provide that opportunity.
Her influence is widespread, including with parents.
We talk together and we sort down every problem.
What about you, Anna?
I am a child with autism. I'm so grateful for her kindness, her big heart, not only me, to everyone there in the school.
What would you like to say to Gosha?
Thank you very much for everything, for help, for support, motivation, for help my daughter.
Gosha is currently hosting an event that she created in the primary school, and it brings people together to share food and their culture with kindness. So while they're in there sharing their food, I am going to make a surprise appearance.
Hi everybody! Gladiators ready? Now, I'm so sorry to gate crash your event, but I know there's someone very special in this room. Mrs. Watts, where are you?
I'm here on behalf of The One Show, and it's my great honour to announce that you have won the Teacher of the Year in a primary school from the National Teaching Awards. This is for you. Now, I heard that you created a gardening club here, and that you're a big fan of presenter Monty Don. He's got something to tell you.
Gosha, I am so impressed with the accounts of the work that you've been doing, bringing people together and binding them under one shared community, regardless of their background. So many congratulations on your award and good luck with the future.
I love Monty Don. I adore Monty Don. Thank you very much, everyone, because the kindness that you send in my way is just unbelievable. And it came today in the form of food, in the form of hugs, help, and big smiles. Thank you, all the children, because without you, none of this would exist. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thanks to Shelley, Monty and Ned. And a massive congratulations to Gosha. You can see how much it meant to her.
Oh, that was lovely, wasn't it? Now, tomorrow we'll present in the award for special educational needs and disabilities and inclusive practice. And on Wednesday, then, we'll be revealing the Teacher of the Year in a secondary school with the help of the one and only Jack Black.
Well, that's it for tonight. Thank you so much to all of our guests. It's been brilliant.
Yes, we'll be back tomorrow with Sue Perkins and actor Emma Mackey. Have a lovely evening. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Bye.